You, the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy. The OG on the marquee, Jaybird. And the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
All right, welcome everybody to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. It's Wednesday, December 16th. I can't believe it's Wednesday, December 16th.
Is it, though? It's still like March.
Yes, it does feel like it's still March, 100%.
I don't understand.
19 degrees out there.
Is it? It feels warmer than that.
I did feel it. Yeah, I do. I'm still not in like a winter coat, or I wear stocking cap only because I shaved my head. Now I'm wearing a hat today, but yeah, everything. What's up is down. What's left is right. Bomber.
Yes. I know that's true.
That's been the way. T-Roy will be joining us anytime soon. He's doing whatever. We've got it's the college football signing day today. We've got other news to go through. A lot of things to talk about. Just fun stuff in general. And when you get here, we're going to do our Wednesday normal where we pick the money line. The money line mama gets to go and see the team who's going to win, not just to cover the spread or anything like that. But yeah, it was an interesting, today's the day for the signing, and Iowa has their signing class. I can take you guys through that real quick just to start the show off, to let you guys get in the know. So that way, when you're talking at the happy hour and talking about Iowa football, you can be like, I know, I know these. I've heard all about this. Like, I know who they signed, because I guarantee you don't know who they signed.
No idea.
But yeah, you can go ahead. Well, first we'll go through the committed walk-ons. Luke Elkin is from Wisconsin. Nino, Wisconsin is going to be a committed walk-on. Andrew Lynch is from West Des Moines Dowling. That's where he's a tight end. Denon Lou Morris, tight end fullback, and we all know how well we do with the tight ends down there. He's out of Glen Ellen, Illinois. He didn't play this year. Glenbard West is where he played high school football at. Eli Miller is also committed walk-on out of Colorado. He'll be a linebacker. Johnny Pasquizzi.
Johnny Two Toes.
Yep, out of Olathe, Kansas. He played football at Rockhurst. Jackson Rexroth will be another defensive back out of Cedar Rapids. He played at Xavier. Liberty's linebacker, Kelby T. Lander, is a walk-on, and Max White, Alec Wick. Now, who we signed, who Iowa is signed to who gave scholarships to, in alphabetical order, is Jeff Bowie. He's a defensive lineman out of West Branch. That's where he played at. He was a first-team All-State and All-District honors as a senior, district MVP and team captain as a senior there at West Branch.
No relation to David.
No relation to him. He's a 4-year letter winner on offense and defensive line for West Branch. They were 33-7 while he was there and reached the state playoffs 4 straight years. Iowa signed a wide receiver, Brody Brechty. He's actually going to be a dual sport athlete at Iowa. He's going to be a right-handed pitcher for the Iowa baseball program, so that's pretty cool. I mean, that's someone to keep an eye on. He played ball at Ankeny.
Hey.
Yeah. Arlen Bruce, the 4th. He originally was from Olathe, Kansas, and then he transferred to Ankeny. He transferred because of the unprecedented times.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they came out.
Tip my hat. Fuck it.
Yeah. So he's a wide receiver. He'll be a freshman next year, obviously. He was named to the Des Moines Register Elite All-State team as a senior, named first-team All-State running back as a senior, and he was the Kansas City Metro Player of the Year when he was a junior down there at Olathe, Kansas. So that's who else Iowa signed. Connor Colby, offensive lineman out of Cedar Rapids, Kennedy. He was named to the Des Moines Register Elite All-State as a senior. Named first-team All-State as a junior and senior. David Koff.
Duchovny.
There you go. He did not have a senior year because he played in Glenville, Illinois. Prior to that, though, he was a first-team all-conference in all areas as a junior, and he was first-team all-conference as a sophomore. He'll be an offensive lineman that Iowa signed. Cooper Dijon, defensive back out of Iowa. Went to Alphabet Soup High School, Odebolt, Iowa. He was named in Des Moines Register Lead All-State as a senior. Earned first-team All-State as a district and senior. First-team All-State as a junior as well. Gannings Dunker, offensive lineman out of Illinois, Lena Winslow High School. They did not have a senior year. Again, unprecedented times. Bob.
Unprecedented times.
Thank you. Yeah, for putting it in there. But he did have earned All-State honors as a junior, and previously he helped his team win a state title as a freshman and a junior as well. Jaden Harrell is a linebacker out of Urbandale, Iowa. By the way, there's a really, really cool tweet that he put out there.
Did you retweet it?
I think I did, or I hearted it, or whatever else. But I know Kakert retweeted it from. He put a tweet that when he was 8, was at a Iowa game, and then he wrote down, "I want to get a scholarship to Iowa and I'll play in the NFL." And now he just got a scholarship to Iowa. So that's a really, really cool thing.
Look at those dreams coming true.
Yeah, those parents kept for him.
That's awesome.
He was an elite All-Stater named by the Des Moines Register as a senior, and he also earned first-team All-State and All-District as a senior. Keegan Johnson, a receiver out of Nebraska. He named first-team Super State, first-team All-State, and All-Conference as a senior. Joey Labus out of Ohio, a quarterback, 6'4", 200 pounds. Yeah.
You're just a little guy.
That's not little. That's bigger than me. But he was named Suburban League National Conference Co-Offensive Player of the Year, named first-team All-Leagues and All-District as a senior. He was Cleveland Fox 8 Player of the Year finalist as a senior. Cleveland Plain Dealer Offensive Player of the Year as a junior. So he's a 4-year letterman, a quarterback, and a punter for the team there in the prep. But out of Ohio, there's another quarterback there to keep an eye on, Joey Labus.
Joey Labia?
Yeah, and then we got Griffin Little. You might know him. He's from Bettendorf. State wrestling champion. He's first team All-State, All-Conference as a junior and senior, second team. He committed a while ago. We know who Griffin is. Great guy. Max Llewellyn, defensive lineman out of Urbandale. He was named to the Des Moines Register Lead All-State. He's also first-team All-State, All-District as a senior. He's a 3-year letterman out of Urbandale. Jeremiah Pittman, defensive lineman out of Palatine. You know what I like? You know what I like about Palatine?
Nothing?
No, I'm from Chicago. Where are you from? I'm from Chicago.
Oh.
No,
Hi, everybody. I'm here.
No, where are you from?
Hi.
I'm from Chicago. No, seriously, where are you from? I'm from Palatine. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never even heard of Palatine.
Yeah. He did not have a senior year because of Bomber.
Because of me, unprecedented times.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, he did not play last year at all.
I was like, I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Carson Shear
You never know, though.
is a freshman at Iowa Falls, Iowa. He went to Iowa Falls Alden High School, another alphabet soup. He was a lead All-State. He'll be a linebacker for Iowa. Bo Steffens, an offensive lineman out of Blue Springs, Missouri.
Missouri?
That's right. Justice Sullivan, great name. Justice is a good name. He's out of Eden.
Beautiful Justice.
Yeah, he's out of Eden. He'll be a linebacker out of Eden Prairie, Minnesota.
It would be better if he was from Texarkana, Texas.
Zach Tweed, another lineman. He's out of Story City, Iowa. That's the signing today on that Iowa has announced that the guys have already signed. Those are what's going on National College Signing Day. I don't know how much that is goes on your guys' radar about anything, but I feel like we needed to put that out there just to be like on the up and up about things that's going on here on Signing Day. It's weird that, and I know CBSSports.com, I know ESPN, if we go to like T-Roy, if we go to like go see Chelsea at happy hour. Like if you go to ESPNU, they'll have like 7 hours of this, like who's signing where,
right,
whatever. But again, it's the weirdest thing, the world that we're living in right now, that the things we used to look forward to, the things we talked about, the things that a year ago, we would have been sitting there watching people either pick a hat that's Georgia or Florida or Alabama and talked like it was a big deal to us. Now it's like, oh my goodness, it's signing day? Okay, whatever. It's weird.
Yeah, people have lost their get up and go, if you will, and they're just their excitement about
Their
everything.
moxie.
Yeah, their moxie's gone. Their swag, it's gone. It's gone.
I'm getting it back, though, Jay.
What?
My moxie.
You think so?
What'd
Yeah,
you
I think
do?
so.
Can you tell us so that we can do it?
Oh, I don't know. I just went to the skin doctor.
Oh, no, thank you.
That's why I'm late.
The dermatologist?
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know he had a real name. Sorry.
You know, I'm sure he's got a name. He was given
Doctor,
one at
skin
birth.
doctor.
Yeah.
Nice fella. Nice thing. Yeah.
Was that a name of a band? Was it the Skin Doctors?
Skin doctors, yeah. Spin doctors.
Spin
Spin Doctors.
Spin doctors.
They were
my
probably named after skin doctor.
I think I saw them down at the Downport
They were all
Levee one time.
dermatologists, though.
Marry him or marry me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm living
Two
on
princes,
an
right?
anonymous-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw them like down. I think they opened up down at the Levee, downtown Davenport one time. They played there, and I was there for I don't know how I got
It's
tickets.
raining. Levy's gonna break though.
But it is terrible. Anyway, Spin Doctors, not the Skin Doctors.
Spin Doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, same thing.
There's a 90s band for you.
Cut off some tags.
Ugh, I don't want to talk about that. Come on, man.
Gross.
What? You gotta get them cut off.
Do you know how to get rid of tags? Okay, I have to do this for our listeners. This is
Sure.
a pro mom tip. To get rid of tags without having to go to the dermatologist, take a cotton ball, dip it in apple cider vinegar, and then Band-Aid it over your skin tag. Leave it there, replace it for 24 to 48 hours. It will come off. And you're welcome. I just saved you $500.
Well, we'll see.
Hold on a second. And I don't want to get too in-depth in this. If you have a skin tag.
A skin tag. And anybody that doesn't know what that is, it's like a little tiny mole that's just like, it's just annoying.
Skin color.
So you're suggesting
It's not suggesting I've done it, and I actually know this is a fact.
you soak it in apple cider vinegar.
You take a cotton ball, you soak it in apple cider vinegar,
for how long?
just until it's
Until it's
soaked,
moist.
until it's moist. And then you place it on the tag
Does
of
it make a noise when it's moist?
No, stop that. All right, so and then you
and then you place it on the skin of tag, and then you
Puts
Band-Aid
it on
it.
the skin or
Band-Aid
gets
it and
You
look for-
Band-Aid it and leave it there
It gets
for
the hose.
overnight. Do it before bed, and then do that for like 2 nights, and it will remove itself.
Okay.
I'm
That's
not
interesting.
kidding. I've done it. I had one right where my bra strap would like rub, and it would drive me nuts.
It would drive you nuts?
It would.
But you don't have
Like
nuts.
I've heard that stuff about like if you have like a wart, put like a duct tape over it.
If you have words, you should probably go to the doctor.
So you have no home remedy for that. Not those.
Never
Come
had
on,
more.
bomber. Get your head out of the bomber. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like
The words of the genital.
I've heard that like you can put like if you like just say you had one like on your thumb, you could put like a duct tape over it.
You know what I did? I had one when I was in middle school, and I literally took a safety pin and nail clippers, and I dug it out myself.
So gross.
I also pierced all my own ear piercings. I know, it's weird. I'm not normal. My mom wouldn't do
Well,
it,
they
so I was like,
freeze them
I'm
off.
gonna do
It's
it.
a
Yeah, you can
place-
freeze them.
Freeze them off. That's how they did it.
You can do those little patches.
But it kind of hurts. And then they cauterize it.
Well, and exactly. So when I dug it out, you have to get the seed out. That's why it keeps coming back.
seed.
You can clip it off, and it'll keep coming back because the seed you have to dig
They
in
say
there.
you're a bad seed.
I am. Believe what you heard.
I listened to you guys the whole way here, though.
Did you? Yeah, when I was giving my rundown to Iowa. Yeah, listen, it's 12-13 now, and this show's already gone off the rails. I kind of threw from the beginning it was going to be that way. I almost texted your wife, T-Roy, today, but I don't know. I don't know what the plans are. I don't know if I don't want to get her all excited about tonight.
She's already excited about today.
Is she?
What's
Oh,
tonight?
yeah.
What's tonight?
I already told her.
What is it?
It's Jay's show tonight, and he's coming over to watch it with Amy and I.
Thanks for the invite yet again.
Come over and watch the challenge. The more the
Yeah.
merrier. Listen, I usually wait till like 1:45 to start talking about the challenge, but I'll do it right now. It's going to be great. We don't know what's going to happen. A girl got eliminated, but we don't know what's going to happen with
We
CT
don't
or
know.
Wes.
Yeah, we don't know.
CT
for-
still there?
Oh yeah,
Well,
it was
but
a
his partner
cliffhanger.
got eliminated.
So I didn't want to overstep my boundary, T-Roy. I didn't want to text her and be like,
No,
"Hey,
no,
are we
she's
in the challenge
excited.
tonight or not?" Like I didn't want to get too far
you
involved.
should have texted her because she's pumped.
The challenge, Bomber. It's
You're her excuse for taking a shower today.
What time does it come on?
7.
I get my kids back at 7, so I can't.
Well, let's just talk to the guy and see if maybe he wants to come around a little bit later. That's all. It's exciting.
It's gonna be great.
I didn't. Now I feel like look how much I'm smiling. Before,
Look at your mood.
I
It
didn't-
went
yeah.
from like a 2 to a 10.
I know. I didn't want to be let down. I was like, oh
It's
yeah,
called 6 to midnight.
yeah, it's 6 to midnight.
2 to 10, I like that.
Yeah,
better.
I didn't want to be let down, or she's like, I don't know, I got this going on, blah blah blah.
No, she's all pumped.
She knew. She woke up.
She needs adult interaction.
She started
this
singing
week.
"Walking on Sunshine," and Tira was like, "What's
Yeah.
going on?" And she's like, "It's Challenge Wednesday, yeah."
Yeah.
So
Love it.
this is awesome. So much fun. All right. Let's see. Anderson's now on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread said Reynolds is easing up. Bars and restaurants may resume their normal
Yes.
operating hours, but
Starting-
patrons must be seated while eating or drinking and are limited to 8 people per group or household.
It's basically the same seating rules that we have in place, but the normal bar hours for bars, restaurants, whatever, will go back into place after midnight tonight. So basically, you have to close at 10 o'clock tonight.
Okay, and then tomorrow,
And then
you
tomorrow,
can go back to being open to 2 a.m.
Yeah, you can go back.
No worries, though. I'm going to open a speakeasy, so it's fine.
Yeah. So tonight's 10. Tomorrow,
Tonight's 10.
things have changed. Yeah.
Tomorrow things change.
Tomorrow is what?
Thursday.
Okay, but you can stay open later tomorrow? Or shorter? I didn't hear.
Back to normal hours, so you can stay open until 2 a.m.
Oh, my God. Are you serious? Not in Illinois. I'm in Illinois. This is Iowa.
Yeah. We have a good governor.
I know. We have ties to China, so it's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
We have politicians that actually know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Halfway.
Hold on a second, though. I want to see, like, why is that, like, after midnight type of thing?
I don't know. Just because she had it set in place last week, she set it in place until today at midnight.
I'm just trying to look at our numbers real quick.
Numbers are down, and she was going through. I listened to part of it.
You listened to part of it. What does that mean, though?
Well, I just heard a little bit of it.
It means he dabbled. Didn't go
It means
all
I didn't
in.
hear everything, and I heard the parts that referred to me, and then I heard a little bit about numbers, and they seemed they were down.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Kim.
Well, we'll take it. Yeah.
Thanks, Ms.
Heck yeah, we'll
Reynolds.
take it.
Where the heck
We
is it
need it.
at? Yeah.
This is one of the busiest times of year for bars and restaurants, and I still urge everyone out there to go buy gift cards to your favorite local restaurants, your local drinkeries, eatery, whatever it is. Get people gifts there. They still need it. There's people that work in those industries that are still suffering, despite what you may think, because a lot of people are not going out like they used to.
I actually have a question for my listeners.
Sure.
And I would like the Hasslers to...
The Hasselmaniacs?
The Hasselmaniacs to answer me, because Lyric wants cooking classes for Christmas. That's what she wants. I cannot find them online anywhere.
Well, there's a young lady that came in here and she had that forever soft cookie.
She's a baker, though. Lyric wants to learn how to cook 6-course meals.
Well, she's not just a baker. When she was on the show, she also explained to she'd come to your house.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
I can reach out to her. And you know what? I don't know if Hy-Vee used to do it. They used to do that. Hy-Vee used to do something where you could pick out your ingredients, and they would teach you how to cook the stuff too, though.
But I'm saying because of unprecedented times, it's not as easy to find these right now.
Well, I'm sure that lady who was doing the soft cookie and all that, I'm sure she would be down for it.
You know who else
I
would
would
do this, though?
love to do that. They would come to my house. She could come to my house and teach Lyric how to make a...
She probably could.
Someone else, and actually, I think we can make this work. Pat's wife, Mary Beth, does Anger Eats, and she does pre-meals. So she'll put a menu out, and people order, either you can order family size, you can do individual, and she does very, very well. She's
Why
actually
do you think
got
Pat's so chubby?
Yeah, she's got her own kind of kitchen thing.
Lyric learns how to cook. I'm going to be really chubby too.
Yeah. So maybe we could
Maybe this is
figure out
not
a
a good
way.
idea.
Maybe we could figure out a way that she hooks up with Mary Beth and do that, because Mary Beth's awesome.
Yeah.
So it would. Yeah, she could learn how to prep meals and everything like you're talking about.
Right, and use a blade proficiently and safely, because I do not have that knowledge. I just do it because I can, and I'm an adult. I've cut my fingers often, so I would like my daughter to learn the right way.
How come you're missing a pinky?
It grew back, though. Oh. It's fine.
All right, well, we're going to take our first break. Listen, the NBA's got a new contract signing. The Greek Freak stayed in Milwaukee, which is insane, which is, it's awesome. Awesome that he stayed there. But I thought for sure he was not going to sign the Supermax deal, and I thought we were going to have this running thing for the free agency. We've got the college football playoffs to look at. We've got Heisman Watch coming up, because, again, one of those things that we're not geeked out about it anymore is the Heisman, but I want to look at it and
Why aren't we geeked?
I'm geeked about it, but you know what I'm not geeked about?
What?
Anything to do with the NBA.
Never again.
We're going to talk more contracts. It's not about the NBA. But the Heisman just used to be this thing you would, at least when I was growing up. T-Roy, you it was on a Saturday night.
Chuck Long was going for it.
Yeah, it was a Saturday night. It was the Iowa season was over with. They announce it. They're at the Downtown Athletic Club. It was, and now it's just kind of honestly.
I thought it was a big deal last year.
Yeah, but the three of us right now, we talk sports every day, and not one of us can tell you who's in the top three for the Heisman right now.
I remember it being celebrated growing up all the time.
So
last year, I know it was Chase Young.
He's so good, by the way.
I know. Obviously, Joe Burrow ran away with it.
Chase Young is so good.
He's really good. And then there was, who was it? It was.
We've got a lot more things to debate.
Justin Herbert was up for it.
Yep, we got a lot more things to debate, to complain about, but we do have to take a break. And when you talk about local, which we did, why don't you read the Front Street Brewery ad for me, the best that you can, like you always do.
All right. Front Street Brewery, the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, is nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It has served the fine community of Davenport, Iowa since 1992.
92!
They have such beers as the Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, the Raging River, and my favorite, the Cherry Bomb Blonde.
Yummy.
Go check out their Facebook page for food and drink specials. Also visit their webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com.
Like that! You like that!
This is Julian Vandervelde, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
It's the 12 Days of Christmas at the Circle Tap. The 12th through the 23rd, stop in and enter to win 12 $10 gift cards from local Quad Cities businesses. Every day from the 12th through the 23rd, one person will win $120 worth of gift cards to places like Firehouse, Off Point Pub, Gonzo's, Rudy's Tacos on West Kimberly, Double D Diner, and more. Enjoy the 12 days of Christmas along with great food, great drinks, and great friends all season long at the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Janae and Golick Jr.
We're going to get probably IU and Northwestern in the Big Ten title game and then have people staring up and wondering here, is Ohio State going to make it? I could see a very real world where they're missing the playoff all of a sudden. It's less to me about the sanctity of a conference championship, which has never, quite frankly, meant all that much to me. It's about another data point. And the Big Ten creating an opportunity for Ohio State to have that chance to show the committee yet again, because that's what conference championships really are. Not something you can hold over Notre Dame's head as an independent for all these years, but an opportunity when all the committee is watching to go out there and show we deserve to be a part of this, because with the schedule they've played so far, with the performances Ohio State's put out there, I think you would have a hard time saying that resumes mean anything and allowing that Ohio State team in the playoff as it currently sits.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers. But maybe you're unaware of new tools that can help your business stand out. Go to GetLocalCustomersNow.com for a free market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too. There's no cost and no obligation. Be one of the first business owners to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising on this station. Get started today. Visit GetLocalCustomersNow.com. That's GetLocalCustomersNow.com.
Unfiltered. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Zubin Mahente.
Two things. Number one, it feels like Adam Gase, it feels like this is a last-ditch effort, not to save his job, but I think to save his respectability, right? To try to say maybe a future job. Like, I'm trying to do things right. While I'm on my way out the door here, I'm going to try to sit here and say, it's like a confession, essentially, saying like, hey, look, I messed up. I haven't handled my responsibility. That's number one. Number two, I think it's going to be harder and harder to go away from the hype that's going to come with Trevor Lawrence. If you're a New York fan, if you're a Jet fan, you're also worried about maybe even if we do surround Sam Darnold with the right skill sets or the right players, maybe this is who Sam Darnold is. Maybe he never blossoms out of this. It takes a really strong personality to bear out of that and say, that's not who I am. Maybe this is who Sam Darnold is.
Keyshawn, Jay Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Play your game with the first bet risk-free, up to $500, only at Elite Sportsbook. Just sign up for a new Elite Sportsbook account and make your first bet online. If it is graded as a loss, we will match it with a free bet up to $500. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for a list of casino locations and sign up today. You will always be in the game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only. Must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Janae and Golick Jr.
You can still push forward playing. It's an impossible tightrope. Was it really worth it for you to have to go and mobilize? Is it worth it overall? And that's the hardest thing for me to reconcile when you have a season that looks like the odds of you making it to where you want to go are very slim. And now you're putting people in position where it's not their best luck either.
Janae and Golick Jr. 3 till 6 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand?
Hey, Crawford guy, go long!
No, I can't.
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike 3.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot!
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company, plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
This Christmas, ask for an Alexa device so you can listen to your sports leader 24/7. Tell Alexa to play ESPN 1170.
Hey, welcome back. You are here in the Hassle Castle, all you Hassle Maniacs, listening to Don't Hassle Us, we're local, on AM 1170.
So yesterday we got the college football playoff rankings, but actually when we were on the air and kind of on the air yesterday, we lost our Michigan game, Iowa versus Michigan. I don't know what the option is here. The Indiana versus Purdue thing is not an option. Both schools are in COVID protocol. So it's not like we're going to do that.
God, who's that smarmy Stuart Mandel? Oh, my God. I hate that dude so much.
The best thing we can do is
he wants us to play Georgia.
Why? We could play Colorado, but that's not going to happen. This isn't a bowl game. That's the thing. You're not playing out of the conference. What do you do? Wishful thinking, hope like Northwestern has an outbreak, and then we can play Ohio State and Indianapolis? I don't know. Sarah Love says on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, Bartenders Without Bars going live tonight on Facebook at 8 p.m. I believe it's kind of like a Facebook Live thing that they do and talk about, kind of like, remember when Serge would do that thing, do drinks or whatever else, they just talk about things. So Bartenders Without Bars is going live tonight at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. Check it out. Thanks, Sarah, for mentioning that. Listen, we're not playing Georgia. We're not playing Colorado. Iowa's not. Really, the craziest thing is that you just have to wishful thinking and just cross your fingers and do a happy dance and hope that Northwestern has an outbreak and then Iowa goes and plays them. I mean, doesn't matter what happens. They're going to put Ohio State in. So the college football playoffs came out. Nothing changed very much. Alabama's at 1. Notre Dame is at 2. Clemson's at 3. Ohio State is at 4. Notre Dame and Clemson will play each other this weekend. On the outside looking in, Texas A&M is 5. Iowa State moved up to 6. They're 7-2, and they moved up to 6. Cincinnati is undefeated. They don't move much. They're at 9. Coastal Carolina is undefeated. They don't move much. Iowa State lost to Louisiana by 17. I'm sorry, Cyclone fans. I've got to get over this. That's all.
Who's their other loss to?
I think it was TCU.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's not. Listen, Ohio State's going to be fine. They're going to get in there. They play or they don't play. But Iowa State at 6 is
a one-loss Ohio State team is better than Iowa State.
Yes, yeah. Ohio State's going to be in. They're going to win or lose. They're going to go. It's the Clemson Notre Dame one that's the one that's looking out. Clemson with 2 losses. You're trying to tell me that Texas A&M. You're trying to tell me that 2-loss Iowa State should be in over 2-loss Clemson if they lose twice to Notre Dame?
No,
not at all. But they're on the outside looking in, and Texas A&M is at 5. That's the crazy thing about all this. They're trying to put everything together. All right, before we went to break, I told you about the Heisman race. All right, and it's just not that. It's not as.
Who does A&M play this week?
A&M. Hold on, I had it yesterday. I'll find it for you. The Heisman race is not so much a Trevor Lawrence type of thing. So let me get you some of the guys that are on here. Okay, Mac Jones, the quarterback at Alabama.
Okay.
Because who he's been behind. He's been behind Tua. He's been behind Jalen Hurts. He's the favorite to win right now. He's from Jacksonville, Florida. He has a 203.9 passer rating. It's the best all time, just slightly higher than Joe Burrow's.
Ooh.
He is 217, 284. Is at 76.4%. Over 3,300 yards passing, 27 TDs to 3 interceptions. Legit. This is where it's going to hurt him. Alabama has a wide receiver that's up there for the Heisman as well. It's going to split votes. Devontae Smith. He's got 1,327 receiving yards, 15 TDs, and 11 rushing yards, 1 TD. Now,
mark my words, he will end up being a Miami Dolphin.
Okay.
Burrows?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith.
Coach Lavelle said that Iowa State lost to Oklahoma State. Okay, and I do believe it was the last second field goal or touchdown. Yeah, he's right. I said TCU, so I apologize. But thanks, Coach. I appreciate you. All right, so that's going to split the votes. This would be the only time that there'll be like two where it could possible that a first and second ever happened in a college football program. The other time was in 1945.
So not that long ago.
No, not long ago. Army's
really
Doc
recent.
Blanchard and Army's Glenn Davis were first and second then. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, T-Roy. Bomber, feel free to jump in on this.
Okay.
Can you name the 3 other wide receivers that ever won the Heisman Trophy Award?
3 wide receivers that have ever won the Heisman Trophy Award.
Yep.
Well, Tim Brown.
He did. He won in 1987. Very good.
For Notre Dame.
Yep.
I'm not fresh up on my wide receivers.
Heisman Trophy winner.
All I'm thinking of right now is the fridge for the Bears. Who was that?
He wasn't a right.
He was
a
not
wide receiver. See, he was a running back, right?
Yeah, he was not.
What was he?
Defensive
David
lineman.
Lineman.
Okay, see, I don't know anything.
They put him in at running back for one play to score a touchdown.
He was a running back for one play.
You see me hit. You see me run.
I had a T-shirt when I was a baby with wearing the fridge.
I can dance. You will see the others.
I don't know.
Y'all learn from me.
I like how you're like jump in, Bomber, as if I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Okay, I'm gonna do some more guessing here, Jay, because
you were in the service when this happened, but some guy made a pose of a Heisman pose, and then he went on to win it.
Well, that's Desmond Howard.
That's right. The other one's Desmond Howard, which is great.
Only
that was
2?
in 1991, and there's one more. This was in 1972. The other wide receiver that won.
I wasn't born yet. How would I know?
Well, 1972. I'm gonna have to go with Steve Largent.
Nope, it's Johnny Rodgers out of Nebraska in 1972.
Okay.
So those are the 3 to only ever win the Heisman Trophy as wide receivers. And then you've got Kyle Trask, our friend Emily, friend of the show. She really likes, she's on Kyle. He's a senior at the University of Florida. Yep. He was only a 3-star recruit out of high school. He's at about 70% completion percentage, just sniffing at almost 4,000 yards passing, 40 TDs to 5 interceptions. He's the 5th player in SEC history with 40 passing touchdowns in a season, joining Burrow, Missouri's Drew Lock, Tua, and Kentucky's Andre Woodson. So those are who you're looking at if you want to get in the know and you want to talk to people. Oh, and then, of course, there's Trevor Lawrence, who that would just be a career award if you ask me. It's got, he was out a couple games with COVID, everything else. I just think he's probably the number 1 pick overall in the draft next year. But if it's possible, if they still stay in the college football playoffs, if they make it to the finals, he'd be the first to start in 3 straight national championship games. So again, these are the names you need to know if you're involved in, if you care about the Heisman. Like I said, it's just not, I don't know if it is a matter of we've got so many things going on in our lives. Or
let me ask you this, because we're talking about this. If Notre Dame happens to lose to Nebraska or to Clemson,
yep,
are they still in?
Yep. If that happens, Clemson will move up to the 2. No, more than likely, Notre Dame will drop to the 4. So you'll have a Clemson versus Ohio State semifinal and Alabama versus Notre Dame in the semis. That's what I would suggest is going to happen. I don't think Texas A&M is getting in. And Iowa State
almost hope that happens.
Well, geez, they're favored. Like, that was a crazy thing, right? What was it? What was the line we talked about? We did on Monday. Yeah, Clemson Notre Dame. It was like 10.5 or something like that.
It was big, yeah.
And we just couldn't believe it. Like Trevor Lawrence makes that big of a difference.
11.5.
I think it was 11.5.
Yeah.
He makes that big of a difference.
Yeah.
And I know the game, it's played on a neutral site in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I don't really know, I don't even know if they play if Trevor's worth that much. To be honest with you, if they play at the South Bend, it's take away 3 points, home field advantage. Do you think Clemson's 8.5 points better than Notre Dame at South Bend? Because we always have to give the 2.5 or 3 for the home field. I just don't see it. I think that line's insane. And what do I not see out of Clemson?
Unprecedented times.
It's unprecedented times. There you go. Yeah.
Never know. I just want to. Coach said he has the same sweatshirt as me, and I wish I had. I'll trade you.
For what?
I can't comment. I'm blocked on Facebook, so I cannot comment back to the Hasslers, and I feel bad.
Oh yeah, okay, because it's
I'm blocked.
Almond colors because you want your
She's
almond.
like she's like Two Light Crew.
I'm black. What does that mean?
Two Light Crew.
Yeah, I mean I know
They
they
were
are.
banned in the USA.
That's me.
Banned in the USA.
I'm banned on Facebook for sure. I can't. I wish I could.
I'm gonna do real quick this day in history type of thing because I did something. I wrote something on Twitter. There was a team that held the ball. Played Madrid, and I actually just dropped something. The person was actually nice enough to like retweet it. Yesterday there was a game going on, and I'm actually getting some traction on Twitter. Des Moines Christian held the ball in basketball for almost an entire quarter against Madrid. The final score, I don't even have off the top of my head. Something stupid like 27-12 or whatever else. But oddly enough, yesterday, the same day that this happened, in 1973, Tennessee versus Temple was an 11-6 game. 11-6 NCAA basketball game, which actually led to the birth of the shot clock.
How is it so low?
Because they held the ball the entire time. There was no shot clock. You could just sit there in the corner and
see what you did. See what they did.
So
it's a good thing, though, right?
It leads to a lot of interesting debate, like whether or not you play. What does the defense do? Do they get in foul trouble? Do you put your bench in to foul the guys to get the ball back? I mean, you can do whatever else. But moving on to today, December 16th. Today, and I think.
What?
I think I'm consistently gone every month with bringing this person up.
All right. So what happened? What day and what year?
It's this in 73, but I mean, this is the guy. Like, people get upset about him, but his photo is over your head, over your shoulder.
So it's OJ.
Once a month, I have to say something about OJ, easily.
What did this ding dong do? In 73,
he did it.
73.
Well,
he's guilty.
He rushed for. He crossed the 2,000-yard barrier.
He did. He sure did in just 14 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He also murdered his wife.
Come on.
No, that was
hold on
years
a
later.
second. Now, hold on.
Years later, Leah.
Doesn't matter.
He was acquitted in a court of law, like civil court. Let's talk about that. Like, come on. Like,
You think he's innocent?
Hey.
Yeah, you don't.
A jury of my peers.
They're not our peers.
A jury of my peers said that he was innocent. I can't do anything more after that. Like, civil court's different, but yeah. A jury of my peers.
Is that why he went to prison for holding people hostage with a knife?
That was his property, Bomber.
With a gun. It was with a gun, Leah.
It was his property.
My bad. That's better.
He doesn't touch knives anymore.
Like, I don't know what to do about, like, outside of having him on the show to tell you about
We're
that.
not
OJ's
having
okay.
I will run for my life. I am a white blonde woman.
He is the birth of all of this. Like, OJ is the guy. We would not be sitting here today without OJ.
Oh, I would be.
No, I'm just saying this show. Like, that's all started.
Okay,
It's on Dapper Crab.
That is a fallacy. That is ridiculous.
No, it's true. Dapper Crab started because of OJ.
Yeah.
The People versus OJ, the show. Our first 10 episodes were based on that.
I have a moral discretion with that.
Listen, we have peers that sat on the... Anyway, T-Roy's right. 47 years ago today, he became the first NFL player with 2,000 rushing yards in a season. He had 2,003 yards in just 14 games. What may have happened later on is 20 years later, 21 years later, different. Yeah. So, he through 9 games that season, he only had 1,200 yards, and then he averaged 160 yards across the final 5 to take past the 2,000 yard. What I'm asking you, Bomber and T-Roy, only 6 other players have reached the 2,000 yard club. Do you know who they are?
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill.
The rushing yards, not receiving.
Yeah. Let me make sure I got this right. How many other players?
6.
6 other players.
Yep.
So, Marshall Faulk?
No.
Shoot. Oh, Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson did it in 1984.
Okay, Eric Dickerson. LaDainian Tomlinson?
No.
DeMarco Murray?
No.
Man, I'm terrible.
Patrick Mahomes.
Rushing for 2,000
I'm
yards.
just
He's
Googling.
a quarterback.
I know.
Okay. Not throwing for it, not receiving.
It wasn't Emmett. It wasn't...
Derrick Henry.
No.
Man, Jay, I'm terrible at this one. Marcus Allen?
You said over 2,000, right?
Over 2,000 rushing yards by a running back, yes, in a single season.
Barry Sanders?
Barry Sanders did do it. He did it in 1997. I think...
So I got 2. Are the other ones...
They're obscure. Like 2 are not obscure. 2 are obscure. Actually,
Sean Alexander?
No.
Jamal Lewis.
Like one, you'll be like, "Oh my god, I completely forgot about that guy." The other one, you'll be like, "I should have known that." And the other 2, you go, "Okay."
Barry Sanders.
He already said Barry Sanders. Yes, 1987.
Davis from the Broncos.
There you go. There's one that I thought you would say like, "I should have known that." 2000. He had 2008 rushing yards. That was in 1998.
What was his first name?
Terrell
Davis. Okay,
yeah.
So I got 3.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, AP.
Adrian Peterson. Very good.
AP. I was in AP math.
That was one really, I'd say, like, yeah, you know that. 2097, he did that in 2012 for the Minnesota Vikings.
So Adrian
There's 2 more, and those are the ones you're going to go, oh, okay, whatever.
Obscure.
Like, yeah, you would just go, all right.
Like one of them, he was a Philadelphia Eagle, I believe.
No.
No? All right, what are the other 2?
The other 2 are... Jamal Lewis for the Ravens in 2066, and you would never ever think that Baltimore would do that. And Chris Johnson of the Tennessee Titans in 2009.
Oh, CG's, yeah, I forgot about that too. Okay.
Yeah, wasn't he like
CJ2K
or whatever else?
CJ2K.
Yeah,
then he
fell
fell
that.
apart.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. All right, we're gonna have to take our second break of the hour. When we come back, Don't Hassle Us, we're local here on ESPN 1170 AM.
Done Right TV and Security Solutions is proud to be your Dish premier local retailer. Use Dish's voice remote to search live TV, over 80,000 on-demand titles, and Netflix at the same time. Done Right has all the products you need to turn your home into a smart home. Not only do they have state-of-the-art products, they even have their own installation experts for TV mounts, wireless networks, home theater, security systems, and more. Call 866-84-RIGHT today to get the package that is right for you. Netflix streaming membership required. Voice remote requires internet-connected Hopper. Restrictions do apply. Once again, that's Done Right TV and Security Solutions at 866-84-RIGHT.
You like that? You like that? Woo! You like that? You like that? Woo!
Hey, this is Goose, PA announcer for the Quad City Storm, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us More
Football is
Local.
back at the Double Crown. No fans allowed in the stands, so get the best seats possible at the Double Crown Bar and Grill. During all big college football games, enjoy $5 pitchers of domestics and $2 wells. Stop in for lunch during the week. Tuesday is all-you-can-eat wings and Friday nights all-you-can-eat fish, both for just $11. Plus happy hour daily from 2 till 6. For daily specials, find them on Facebook. Double your fun every day at the Double Crown Bar and Grill, 217 Brady Street, downtown Davenport.
I'm Ari Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The NFL is bursting the bubble on the use of an NBA-style bubble for this year's postseason. In a memo said Tuesday, the League and Players Association both agreed that the current COVID protocols are working and a playoff bubble would not be necessary at this time. During the last round of testing, less than 0.1% of players tested positive. After multiple negative COVID tests, Ravens receiver Dez Bryant was activated off the reserve COVID list Tuesday. Bryant missed the last 2 games, but is now eligible to play Sunday. The news not as good in Vegas. Raiders rookie receiver Henry Ruggs was added to the COVID list and will not play Thursday against the Chargers. Ruggs is averaging 18 yards a catch this season. And Panthers head coach Matt Rule says he does not expect Christian McCaffrey to play Saturday against the Packers. The All-Pro is dealing with an injured quad, but will try to practice Wednesday and Thursday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
What's in store this holiday at Staples?
Gifts and packages shipped with care.
So you can relax knowing they'll soon be there.
Now at Staples, save 25% on UPS expedited shipping services.
Plus, take up to 30% off select shipping supplies, like boxes, tape, and padded mailers.
Shop in-store or get it same day with Instacart.
And save on holiday shipping at Staples.
In-store only. Offers end 1/2/21. See store for details. Instacart not available on shipping services. Fees, taxes, additional terms, and or tips may apply. Delivery subject to availability.
The NFL week doesn't start until Thursday Night Football kicks off.
That's as good as it gets.
It's an AFC West battle under the bright lights of Las Vegas. Chargers rookie QB Justin Herbert is looking to impress in primetime.
Touchdown!
But Derek Carr and the Raiders need a win to keep pace in the playoff push.
Take the feel like you're about to do something.
Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video. NFL Network and Amazon simulcast subject to change.
I'm Governor Kim Reynolds. COVID-19 isn't bigger than Iowans' resolve to overcome it. Together, we can stop the spread of the virus and get life back to normal by taking simple steps to protect ourselves and others. Wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands, stay home if you're sick, get tested, and isolate from others if you have the virus, and get a flu shot to prevent further illness. Doing these things will protect you and those most at risk. Let's step up and stop the spread together.
Sponsored by the state of Iowa and the Iowa Broadcasters Association in cooperation with this station.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 5510 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 5510. Enjoy.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Like, who was that, Greeny, who said the time to say about personal pride was weeks ago? I mean, I understand what he's saying. He's not wrong. It's fine, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Keyshawn saying they started Foles and it's no good. I disagree. The issue is one thing with Chicago. They have no offensive line, period. That's the whole problem. No offensive line. They have a thin receiving core, it's true, but no offensive line. If I had to design a football team, and I have like 10 spots where I can put all my resources, right? Where am I going to put all my resources? Like, what 10 spots do I want covered out of a roster of 50, right? I want a stud quarterback, of course, everyone does. My next 5 spots will be stud offensive linemen.
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170. The best way to escape that awkward holiday conversation with family? Turn on the game. The play-by-play that you're looking for is found right here. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Welcome back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on ESPN 1170 AM. It's a crazy day here, Wednesday, December 16th. 19 degrees outside.
Crazy, sexy, cool.
In the Quad Cities, the QCA. Want to give a shout out to Lendy's Euros there on Harrison. Had a Chicago-style hot dog today.
I could smell it when I walked in.
It was big. I was surprised.
How big was it?
It was surprisingly big. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just order it and everything. So it was good. So I want to give a shout out to them. I actually had a Euro from them yesterday.
How are their Euros? Because I'm a Euro fan.
They're okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean they're good enough. The thing that really like throws me off is, like people will do like boosts on like Facebook Business Wise or whatever.
I have no idea.
If you have a business
I'll take your
page, you
word
can
for it.
boost it. And there's like this food truck thing that's called Chicago Street Food, which the menu looks fantastic, and it's outside of Lowe's. It's never open. Like I've been by there twice. Like I'm just like, well, I'm done now.
So they're boosting it, but they're not open.
Yeah.
Boo.
I know. All I wanted was a Chicago style hot dog, I guess. Which, again, I don't care. But
What about Nathan's? Are those good too?
Nathan's hot dogs? Yeah.
Do we have one here?
No, but you can get them at like the the Hy-Vee gas station quick trip things that they have. They have them there. Well, you don't eat a hot dog. I like a hot dog. T-Ray likes a hot dog.
Love a hot dog.
Yeah.
I like hot dogs.
I'm a hot dog.
It's not those kind.
Anyway.
Yep.
It's Wednesday. And every Wednesday we get to do the money line, and the money line bomber, who's to my right,
Moneyline Mama
gets to pick
That's
with
me.
us as much as we do. So we're going to look at every game. This has anything to do with the spread. We're just going to look at it and figure out exactly why.
This is where I shine,
or
everybody.
who should win and what. So
I'm just gonna guess everything she guesses. That way she can't win.
So we go look at every game starting on Thursday night's game, and then we go down the list from there. In between, I'm going to find a way to piss on every team. So if you're a fan of any team in the NFL, I'm going to find a way to piss on your team.
Me?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be Negative Wednesday. I used to remember we used to have Positive Mondays. I'm just going to be, I was thinking about
Whiny Wednesday.
Whiny Wednesday.
I like it.
All right.
All right, the Chargers at the Raiders.
You did not seem enthused at all about this idea.
I just want to choke somebody out.
Uh-oh, something bad. See, people shouldn't. Will you just do the thing on your phone where the notifications and text stop from 12 to 2?
Yeah.
Like you just go.
But sometimes they're good texts.
Rarely are they good texts.
That's true. All right,
The
anyway.
notifications are off from 12 to 2.
Chargers at the Vegas Raiders.
I'm sorry, Raiders fans. I'm not a fan of your team, period.
They're felons.
I haven't for
I
years.
don't think that's true.
The Chargers.
Have you
now
ever
you
been to
guys
a
had
Raiders
bad.
game?
You had bad uniforms last week. The Powder Blues are nice. They're easy on the eyes. That's when I look over. I'm like, oh, that's like it's like a butterface. You see the Powder Blues and you're like, oh, look at the Chargers. And then they do something that go that all blue flush out and you're like, oh no, look at the Chargers. Ugh. Like the lights came off up at 2 a.m. because now we can do that now.
Yeah.
Instead of 10 at night.
Closing
Take one for the team,
time.
guys. Take one for the team.
You don't have to go home.
You're in LA, which you not really play in LA. So that's my whiny Wednesday.
You
where
don't
I'm
have
gonna
to
piss
go
on your
home,
team.
but you can't stay here.
Who's going to win this game? It means more to the Raiders than it does to the Chargers. The Chargers.
So you're taking the Raiders?
The Chargers. What are they going to do? I mean, it's not like they're going to play for Anthony Lynn's coaching job.
Okay.
I mean, he's going to coach like it is, but they don't care.
So you're taking the Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders. There, I just
Leah?
pissed all over both of them.
I'm taking the Chargers.
You're taking the Chargers?
You betcha. You heard
Based
me.
on what?
I said what I said.
She just
okay.
She's just out there. She's just out there. If she gets this right, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm taking the Raiders.
Yeah. Raiders
All
care
right.
more. They're on the outside looking in.
Caring
playoffs.
more doesn't mean anything.
All right.
I care more. That means I deserve it.
She cares more about this than we do, apparently.
Yeah.
All right. Buffalo at Denver.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Brett. Brett, just send my wife a pic, please.
Have I put Vic Fangio on my list yet of
he's fired
the hot
so
seat?
fast. And then those idiots in Dallas are like, oh, we're bringing back Mike McCarthy because we like a fat guy eating donuts.
Yeah.
Morons.
Your face when you said
He's right. He said what he said. He's not right.
Yeah,
He's not
said what he
wrong. They
said.
said they're bringing him back for some reason. No one can justify it, but there's like, oh, we're just because it's Dallas
Saw
and they
somebody on the internet going, it wouldn't look good if they fired a guy after one season. I'm like, really? He doesn't look good.
Nobody cares.
He looks terrible as that
One
coach.
season or 10 if you're...
I like the whole justification when people like the beat writers like, oh, in this bomber, are they what kind of times are we in?
Unprecedented.
Bomber, I forget. Yeah.
What?
What kind of
Unprecedented times.
Okay, thank you. I like when the beat
UPT,
writers,
baby,
I like
UPT.
when the beat writers like, yeah, you shouldn't just fire someone after 1 year because this is a different year. It's unprecedented times. Like, yeah, you can. You can definitely do that. It's
Okay.
happened. We fired Matt Patricia. We fired Quinn down in Atlanta, and Zimmer should be fired in Minnesota. Levy got fired in Illinois. Fangio should be fired. McCarthy should be fired. Lynn should be fired. Nagy should be fired. So, I mean, I can go down
Adam
the list.
Gase?
Gase should be fired. So,
Mikey said, when does Leah ever have something to go on for her pick? Well, I would like to brief you real quick, Mikey. Mr. Mikey Hart.
Whoa, Mikey. You better watch it, man.
Mr. Mikey Hart, that I have won a lot of money in the past because I research the team's history and the players and then their history of the games that they've played versus the other people that they're going to play, okay? It's math.
yeah, she doesn't need to justify it.
But I don't know much about them collectively, individually. I just look at their past.
Yeah, she's not bringing up
They
what
call
they did
her
in
Moneyline Mama, dude.
Yeah, she's not going to bring up Mikey. She's not going to bring up what they did in Week
She doesn't
15
wanna
in
give it.
1995.
She doesn't wanna
we don't,
give
and we
it.
don't want that. That's that. What she brings to the table is
She doesn't
here's
want us
why
to know
it
her
is.
secrets. Otherwise, we'd all be doing it.
Just know that it's science.
Sort of.
A little bit.
Yeah.
She sniffed
Statistics.
my-
It's
Did I
statistics.
tell you guys she sniffed my neck when she walked by me? They call her Sniffy.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, Sniffy.
How do you even know? You're on your phone the entire time.
Sniffy Leah, dude.
I
You don't-
sniffed him?
No, you didn't.
Sniffy Joe.
You're confusing me with Biden.
He's on his phone the entire time.
She
he doesn't
sniffed
even
me,
know.
Jay.
I don't sniff.
All right, what's the next game?
It's Buffalo,
I
Denver.
blow.
We're all going Buffalo.
We are?
Yeah, I'm going Buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right.
You too?
Well, of course I'm going
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Sonny Bono?
All right, Carolina at Green Bay.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
Like, what does that have anything to do with?
No, I was
oh.
responding to.
What does
in
that
my
mean?
head.
Because I mean, what? Okay, all right.
They just keep going.
All right.
Carolina at Green Bay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
It's Green Bay. For
Minnesota.
It's Green Bay, and it should be by a lot. And for some reason, I feel like Green Bay is going to make this way too hard on themselves.
I doubt it. They're going to kill them. All right, San Fran at Dallas.
San Fran. Yeah, you heard it. You heard it here first.
I don't know about Nick Mullins.
Go against
I don't
me
know
then.
about San Fran. I am going to. I'm going to go Dallas and just kill T. Roy in his draft pick. And just Dallas is like going to win, and they're somehow going to have like a talk about how they can still win the NFC East and just completely destroy all Cowboy fans and everything else. When you guys should just shut it down. Just treat it like it's March 13th and shut it down for the year. But you guys are going to continue to win. You might win the NFC East, but Washington's a better team right now. And I'm also the same person that did stock in the Giants. But, yeah, it's going to be Dallas going to win this game. In a time that this game would have been so great. It got flexed out. This was supposed to be the Sunday night game of the week going into the season.
Going San Fran.
I just have a bad
You're
feeling
going
about
San
Dallas.
Fran only because you want it to be that way.
Yes,
But you
I
know
do.
that Dallas is a better team.
Well, if he manifests it and put it out in the universe, you know what?
I don't know they're a better team. All right, Seattle at Washington.
This is a first round playoff match preview.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Washington.
I have no idea who's going to play quarterback for Washington. Alex Smith's a little banged up. That's defense. Chase Young might play quarterback for Washington in this game. This is a really, really good matchup. This might be. Look, is there anything else out there? Any other matchup that you care more about this week than that one, T-Ray?
New England, Miami.
Fair.
That's Miami.
Kansas City, New Orleans.
Kansas City, New Orleans is that's 1A. I don't even think this is a 1B, but it's still an interesting matchup. Oh man, I hate Pete Carroll.
You don't have to put that much stock into this. It's
Yes,
not-
I do.
Why?
Because he has to beat you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
He cares more.
Yeah,
West
that's
Coast-
why I do so well, is because I do not
I know,
care.
but you remember when you say like science, it's science, whatever else. It's
statistics, is
West
all it
Coast going to East Coast. Washington's playing really well, but eventually that horse is going to buck you, right? I'm taking Seattle.
Okay.
Eventually the horse is going to buck you.
I'm going Seattle as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Chicago and Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh, boy. This Bears team.
You're so dramatic.
I am dramatic because the Bears actually, they're on the outside looking in. They can
Look
get in.
at me being a decision maker and just throwing it out on the table, and you're like, I don't know if we should go with the tile or the laminate. This is just difficult.
You say it, and then someone says like, "Oh, you don't have any basis." Like the whole thing is this: like 5 weeks ago, we were like, "Listen, Minnesota's got their own path to the playoffs. They're fine." And now, is Trubisky real? Like the Bears are on the outside looking in. Like they're we've written them off, but they don't have
They're
to be.
always on the outside looking.
Both teams. This is finally again. This is a loser leaves town match, right, T-Ray?
Yeah.
Whoever loses this game is not going to see the playoffs.
And the coach will not see the next year.
I think because the Bears
Makes me
choke
happy, too.
so often that they need this, so they're not going to perform. That's
So you're taking Minnesota?
Yeah, that's my synopsis
You're doing
of
that
the
for Eddie.
of the event.
I'm taking Chicago. I think they're going to flirt so much with Bear fans about the idea of getting in there, and they're just going to break their hearts. I truly, really believe this. And then Nagy and Pace keep their jobs for no reason whatsoever.
I'm just going Minnesota. I don't know why.
They cannot outrun them. They can't. The defense will shut down Dalvin Cook. Force Cousins to beat you. Trubisky will do something. The Bears fans will be super excited. Actually, do you go back to that though? Do you even know a Bears fan that's excited for the season right now?
I've never known one after the game, like game 3.
Well, they were like 5-0.
I know.
So
they did well. They did well this year.
But they weren't even there either. Like, I mean, I want to know a Bears fan's like, oh yeah, if we get this, we do this and such and such. Like I have a friend who who like can map out Iowa State to get in the college football playoffs. They still make those kind of like VCRs.
Mm-hmm.
They still make VHSs. They still make Iowa State fans. He has it. So I do not have a Bears fan that has been like, here's the map of us making the playoffs. They're just like, yeah, we're done. Yeah.
It's just they're holding on to hope, but they're preparing for the worst, I guess.
All right, New England at Miami.
Miami.
I'm taking Miami as well.
Book it.
Booker Dano.
Book it.
Booker T. Jacksonville at Baltimore. Baltimore.
So annoying.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore.
Jay.
Why does Jacksonville have a professional football team?
Everybody knows Baltimore.
Why do they have a professional football team outside of traveling to London 4 times a year?
Because
when they can't
Mark
do it during
Brunell used to be pretty
what
good.
times are these, Bomber?
Unprecedented.
Okay, so why does Jacksonville have a professional football team?
I know. Move them to Des Moines.
It's annoying. Like the idea of Jacksonville.
Move them to Chicago.
Yeah, fine, good, go job, Baltimore. And then there's another city I don't want to
there's
travel
no
to.
hell yes. Where's the hell yes?
I'll do a hell yeah. Just
He's slacking on
I
this.
told you I was going to
day.
be whiny or whatever else.
Wait till tonight.
Whiny
You'll be
Wednesday.
all excited.
I'm going to miss the fun, Jay, because I'm going to be at home parenting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tampa Bay at
You let the hell yeah ride, okay?
Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
2 teams I hate.
Yes.
2 teams I collectively hate the most.
Why do you hate Tampa Bay?
Because Tampa, well, first off.
Well, I'm taking Tampa Bay. And you can
100% Tampa Bay.
What
100%.
Okay, all right.
You're taking Tampa Bay.
I want you to predict to me, what do you expect out of this game?
It's going to be 31-17, Tampa Bay.
It's going to be 44-7.
What?
I hate the Falcons.
First
I
off,
just hate them.
No, we've already covered this, how much I do not like Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like justified because on the podcast that Bill Simmons and Cousin Sal did, they said the same thing about Matt Ryan and his 100, the same thing I've been champion. He's going to give you 299 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. He's going to cost you the game. So anyway, but what has Tampa Bay done this year that makes you feel like that you're confident?
It
in
doesn't
them?
matter. My hatred runs
They've
that
only
deep.
lost to like really the top tier teams. I mean, look at it. Look at their losses. Other than the hiccup to the Bears, their losses are to the Rams, 2 to the New Orleans Saints.
Listen, I'm telling you right now,
I
Bruce.
believe 1 to Kansas City.
I told you this last week. I told you this last week, and I'm going to say it
That was
again.
a close game.
Last week I said, I don't think
close in the first.
I don't think Brady and Arians. I said they're not on the same page. I think they're on the same book. I'm not yet to say they're in a different library. I think they're in a different library now.
Well, I'm just saying they got 5 losses. I just named their losses, other than the
Atlanta
Bears.
Falcons
They don't
fans
play
drive
anybody.
me nuts.
Okay, fine. The people they play that are really good, they lose to. The people that are terrible, they beat. So 31-17. Well, if you were just going to take them, I'd just start
I said, give me a hell yeah.
All right, Detroit at Tennessee.
Ooh,
Leah's the only 10 I see. I'm taking Tennessee.
It's so annoying, Tennessee. The AFC South is so annoying.
I'm going to take Tennessee as well.
So is
Give me a hell yeah.
So
All
annoying.
right.
I hate
I'm
how
sticking with your AFC South. Houston at Indianapolis.
I just hate how easy this can be. Like, you go on Locker Room, the app, social audio app, and how easy it is to do these things. Like, oh yeah, just write these things about it, or talk about it. It's just so dumb right now. I am
He's
upset.
very
That's
dramatic
the Saints,
today.
lost the Rams, lost
What
the
you
Chiefs.
I gave him a Midol. It hasn't
They're
kicked
all-
in.
A Midol? Do you want Indy?
Yeah.
I don't appreciate what you just said on the air to people or
I
whatever
do.
else.
I think it was great.
I don't
'Cause his head
appreciate
was
that.
on
I
a
don't.
swivel.
I don't appreciate that
He
one
almost
bit.
broke his neck looking at you.
Those are legit losses by Tampa Bay. I'll give
So
you
you're
that.
taking Indy?
Who is it again? Don't
Houston
do that.
at Indy. Yeah, I told you those were legit losses for the Bears. And that was on a short week.
It's going to be okay.
You're
I
not
think I'm going to be back in on Houston. If they make the right decisions. No. I'm taking the Colts. But if they make the right decisions, I think I'm in Houston. Louis Reddick is from ESPN is interviewing to be their GM today. He's also scheduled to be interview for the Detroit Lions. If they
GM?
the GM, and he's legit good. If they take him and Eric Bieniemy as their coach
And GM?
Houston and I might be back being buddy.
Boy, oh boy. Look at you.
Think of that GM, that coach, and Deshaun Watson.
What if it's Detroit that gets him first, though?
No, I'm not doing anything with Detroit. Never, ever,
Poor
ever.
Randazzo.
Never,
Burn
ever.
it down.
Never,
All right.
ever am I doing anything with Detroit.
Philadelphia at Arizona.
Small town boy, born and raised in South Detroit. That's Canada. That's now South Detroit. That is Canada. Journey, I don't want
can
to
we
hear
just
it anymore.
call Canada China now? Please, thanks. Next.
What do you got for me?
Philly at Arizona. The Jalen Hurts versus the Kyler Murray. They faced off in college.
I'm going to go Philly.
Ew. I'm going Arizona.
Yeah. Philly has a better coach, but Arizona needs it more. I'm going Arizona.
All right. The Jets at the Rams.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm going Rams.
Wait, what are the Jets right now?
They haven't won a game.
Okay, I'm going with Rams.
I'm going Rams.
I said, give me a hell yeah.
Okay. All right, lay it down already for Kansas City. Kansas City at New Orleans.
Be careful.
I'm going to be careful.
You don't manifest that in my universe.
I think New Orleans overlooked Philadelphia. They've got a very good defense, but they didn't see what's happening. But I think they were looking forward to this game as a possible Super Bowl matchup. Kansas City is the better team. However, they're due for a hiccup. And it's at home. I'm taking New Orleans.
Because they're due for a failure?
Yeah,
winners aren't ever due. Winners are never
happens
due
all
for
the
a
time.
failure.
They don't care. They've already clinched the West. It doesn't matter.
I do not like
Okay.
this hump day at all. I am not a fan.
I got New Orleans too, just to get her going.
See, friends. Who needs friends? Who needs friends when you got enemies like this? Or wait, that's not the way you say it.
They're
Who needs
called-
enemies when you have friends
They're
like
called
this?
they're called amis in New Orleans in French. And New
Amis?
Orleans, yeah, we bought Louisiana Purchase. We bought it from France. Amis, yeah.
What date?
Yeah.
Louisiana Purchase, what was the
Louisiana
date?
Purchase? I think it was like April 4th, 2018. 1804, 1804, I think it was.
Yeah.
But we purchased it, Louisiana Purchase. So
Yeah.
anyway, they're called amis. So if you want to say friends, that's what it is.
How do you spell
Amis.
it?
A-M-I-S, yeah.
I thought it was A-M-I-Z.
No. There's no Z.
There's no Z?
Rarely is there a Z. Oh, and only when you do plural and multiple forms. Like if you're saying like you, like us, then you use Z there. So
Okay.
Como tu t'appelles type of thing.
Oh, yeah? Voulez-vous coucher?
Yeah.
Vous
Yeah.
yeah.
My
Ce
dad
soir?
speaks fluent French.
Zoutalours.
I
Zoutalours
cannot
is with the Z.
speak- I can
Zoutalours.
barely speak English, so I don't...
Zoutalours means darn it all in French. Zoutalours.
You know what Dwamkov means in Dutch?
No, we're not getting into that
Oh,
other
okay.
stuff. Yeah, I don't want to get into.
See, I grew up with
get your head out of the bomber.
grandparents. No, I grew up
I'm
with
just
Belgian
saying.
grandparents, and they spoke Dutch, so...
You say friends or whatever else. I'm
I got-
saying
I
it's
got
a
called a
means.
lot of
It's a
names.
means when we're talking about New Orleans. So, all right, what else we got? Okay,
Cleveland
couple more games before we go to
at
break.
the Giants.
It's Cleveland.
Yeah, Hundo.
Boy, oh boy.
Give me a hell yeah.
Although I'm very upset with them for costing me money on Monday night. So.
All right, and then Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Pittsburgh.
Give me a hell yeah.
Cincinnati's in some serious trouble. Pittsburgh's PO'd.
Let's see. We got a different, the same, different, different, same, different, same, different, same.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it rolls, Leah.
Let's go. All in.
Hell yeah!
You got some roll there. You got some vibrato there. You can sing in my band.
What can I sing?
You can sing anything you want.
Do you know, Jay, who sings the song Hippie Hippie Shake from Cocktail?
No, I wasn't born yet.
Hold on a second.
It's going to shock you who sings it. It shocked me because I never knew this band sang the song.
Okay, is it a male or a female singer?
It's a band.
It's a band.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
And the singer is a male, yes.
Singer's a male. What year was...
Well, Cocktail came in like 86-ish.
Yeah, about the same time as Top Gun. Back
Snake.
To back.
Ooh, the hippie hippie shake.
Oh.
Remember they're in the bar? And...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second. It's, is it Robert Plant?
No.
I had a
Robert
poster of
Palmer?
him.
Am I in the right? What is it?
It's the Georgia Satellites.
Oh, I would never have
Oh,
guessed
that's
that.
the only song they keep your hands here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought they only.
And keep your
I thought
hands
"Keep Your Hands Yourself" was the only song they ever had.
Yeah.
And then I busted out. I have the Cocktail album on a vinyl. The soundtrack. Yeah.
I would like it on
Why
vinyl.
do you have that album?
I would love it
because
on
my
vinyl.
buddy Norris gave it to me. It was a
It's
gift.
a big gift. Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, what's on there? The Beach Boys. Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Yep.
The Hippie Hippie Shake, and then you've got I think I said Robert Palmer or whatever else. You've got the what is it? Addicted to Love is on there.
That's a good album already.
Yeah. So what else is on there though?
I can't remember.
Yeah, but those are the four I know for a fact. That movie is ridiculous.
What do you mean? That movie is all about life.
I hate Tom Cruise, so I'm not a fan. But
Well, anyway.
I have all the Disney greatest hits on vinyl, so
We
don't
gotta
judge.
We got to take a break. We got other ridiculous more things to talk about when we come back here at ESPN 1170 AM. Don't house us. We're local.
We're gone.
We're gone.
You like that? You like that?
This is Josh Sides, head coach, St. Ambrose University Esports. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're
Ace
Local.
Muffler Clinic has been serving the Quad Cities area for over 60 years. There's a reason why our customers continue to trust us with their vehicles. We can fix almost anything. We can fix your muffler, tune your brakes, change your oil, change your tires, replace your battery, customize your exhaust, tune your engine, repair your suspension, replace your radiator and your water pump. Align your automobile, refill your transmission fluid, and change your filters. And we believe in doing all those things right the first time. For fast, friendly service, visit Ace Muffler Clinic at 4th Ave and 15th Street in Rock Island.
As the weather gets cold outside, TMI is warming people up inside with huge savings. Right now, save up to $2,800 on a new high-efficiency home comfort system with manufacturer and utility rebates. And pay later with no money down and no interest for 6 months upon approval. You can count on TMI to provide you with the best warranties and customer satisfaction guarantees anywhere. Call today for your free estimate. From your friends at TMI, have a safe and happy holiday season.
Pointing you in the right direction.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Iowa Army National Guard. Aired by the Iowa Broadcasters Association and this station.
Football is back at the Double Crown. No fans allowed in the stands, so get the best seats possible at the Double Crown Bar and Grill. During all big college football games, enjoy $5 pitchers of domestics and $2 wells. Stop in for lunch during the week. Tuesday is all-you-can-eat wings and Friday nights all-you-can-eat fish, both for just $11. Plus happy hour daily from 2 till 6. For daily specials, find them on Facebook. Double your fun every day at the Double Crown Bar and Grill, 217 Brady Street, downtown Davenport.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Like, who was that? Greeny, who said the time to say about personal pride was weeks ago? I mean, I understand what he's saying. He's not wrong. It's fine, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Keyshawn saying they started Foles and it's no. I disagree. The issue is one thing with Chicago. They have no offensive line, period. That's the whole problem. No offensive line. They have a thin receiving core, it's true, but no offensive line. If I had to design a football team, and I have like 10 spots where I can put all my resources, right? Where am I going to put all my resources? Like, what 10 spots do I want covered out of a roster of 50, right? I want a stud quarterback, of course, everyone does. My next 5 spots will be stud offensive linemen.
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. Promises to oneself.
This is a physical training event.
Promises to one's community.
Helping people move debris out of their house.
Promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
Make light work of everything with Honda's top-of-the-line family of Pioneer 1000 side-by-sides. All models sport a best-in-class engine and an exclusive 6-speed automatic dual-clutch transmission. Then there's the 1005 models, equipped with Honda's quick-flip seating that seats up to 5 passengers. So find your next Honda Pioneer today at Fun Mart Cycle Center, 1320 36th Avenue, Moline. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and keep the side nets and doors closed. Pioneers are for drivers 16 years and older.
Everything motorcycle store.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB, Davenport.
To the foe. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance. So
back on up. That's right. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg in the house. No, they're not. We're kidding. This is Don't Hassle So Local, AM 1170. Leah Baum loves some hot dogs. Jay Bird loves to buy them from Lindy's.
Yep.
Lindy's Heroes. And they also have the Chicago-style dogs right there on Harrison Street across from Central High.
Support local.
Yeah, so support local, buy local, love local, live local.
Yeah.
Buy your local hot dogs, folks, is all we're trying to say.
Again, we're going to...
Don't go out of town for your hot dog. Get your hot dog right here, Leah.
Stay right here.
Lots of hot dogs.
But you got to
in
leave
town.
your house to get those hot dogs.
You do.
Don't be so quick to swipe left on hot dogs.
Yeah.
No, you have to be picky about your hot dogs.
Do you remember the movie Hot Dogs?
I remember the movie Hot Dogs.
What is the movie, the animated movie where the food comes to life? What is that called?
Something Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
No, that's a child's movie. This one
Oh.
was not a child's movie.
Oh.
I never saw
was
that
the
movie. Seth Rogen. I never
It
saw
was
that.
hilarious, but it
Never
was
saw- yeah.
it was as close to like Cinemax
Hot Dogs, the
Food
movie
Edition.
about snow skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Great
that.
movie when you're a
It was hilarious. But every time you guys are talking about this, that's all I can think. Sausage Party. Thank you, Brad.
Sausage Party. is what it
Sausage
was,
Party.
Yeah.
It was
Never
good.
saw it. I'm not into animated stuff, man.
Well, next time you
I don't watch
eat a gummy
South
bear,
Park. I don't.
you don't watch.
I grew up on The Simpsons, but I barely watched anything in the last 4
Simpsons
years.
is lame
4 or
now.
5 years.
Family
I
Guy's
watched
where it's
it.
at.
Family Guy was okay.
South Park, man.
Yeah,
South Park.
trumps them all.
Love me South
It's the triad though of adult cartoons, you know.
Don't mean to shock you guys too much here, but apparently the Major League Baseball owners and the Players Association are not seeing eye to eye on what they want to do for the 2021 season.
Say it isn't so. No way.
Another sport that I could care less about almost all of a sudden.
According to a report, owners want players to receive the COVID-19 vaccine before spring training begins.
There it is.
Due to the limited number of vaccines available, this would mean spring training would likely not occur on time. Meanwhile, shockingly enough. The Major League Baseball Players Association said, no. We want to play 162 games. Why do we want to play 162 games, you may ask?
Because we want to get paid in full.
Because we want to get paid full. Because we have already agreed to just the 60 games last year in the 2020. So in 2021, we're playing 162. And the owners are saying, no, not until you get the vaccine because we don't want to do it.
Look how they do that.
Why does baseball do this themselves? Why does baseball continue to do this to themselves?
You can't force people
control.
to get
It's
control.
control.
Not force them to get the vaccine.
No, and corporations
I'm
cannot
sorry.
either.
Listen, you cannot. I don't care where you fall on being vaccine or anti-vax. I don't care what side of the cookie you fall on.
That's absolutely right.
You cannot force people to do that.
100%.
So
unconstitutional.
Effing stupid that you think you can do that. If you think you can do that,
You're a
need
communist.
To have your GD head examined. You cannot force people to do that.
Because of this, they're looking at the possibility that spring training gets pushed back, and now the season doesn't start till sometime in May, and it'll be 140 games to 162, and the Players Association would have to agree to, obviously, whatever percentage you want to look at that. That's, I think, at 20% cut to their salary, and they're saying no. But why can't baseball
They're
just
not
do
even.
this?
Listen, I've got a news for
I can
them.
tell you
I got
why.
news for these prima donna crap holes. All right. First of all, they're not even the people that anyone's worried about dying from this. All right. There are still elderly and frontline workers that are gonna, if want to and need to, whatever. I'm not saying they have to, but there's still other people that are well in front of Major League Baseball players that are a hell of a lot more GD important at getting a damn shot than they are.
If they want to.
If they want to. Thank you, Leah. But
Welcome.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these people?
It's control. It's
Control.
monopoly.
It's stupidity.
It's manipulating the system. It's being in control. And if you understood the influence of other countries in NBA and NFL and everything else, then it would make more sense to you. So I want people to research that, please.
I believe you're right when you say the word manipulation because it's transparent, owners. We don't know if you're going to have people in stands. What you're trying to do is pull back Jesus, we went through this all through the spring, and I'm telling you right now, I'm always going to fall on the side of the Major League Baseball Players Association over the owners.
The people. You have to be on the side of the people.
I'll fall with the players this time. Hands down with the players this time.
Because what they're doing is saying, like, they're worried about not having people in the stands, so they're using this as a thing to be like, well, we need to make sure everyone's got the vaccine to make it 140 games over 162, so we don't have to pay them. So it's a 20% salary cut that they have to cut.
Here, owner fella. I'm gonna throw this out at you. Right, you're worried about your players. You're not worried about the players. You're trying to make excuses. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're trying to kiss the butts of the big corps and big pharma too. You're trying to not get their sponsorship out of the picture.
The owners are not going to be able to guarantee that the people coming to the stadium have all had their shots.
They can't.
No.
And by the way, there still probably will be limited seating available depending on whatever state regulations you have. Because you know that ding dong in Illinois probably won't lift nothing for another 3 years.
January 19th is his end date. That's what he said.
End date for what?
That's his end date. That schools will not return and nothing will be lifted until January 19th. Now, when was inauguration again? I forgot. Can you remind me?
I believe it's January 20th.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Either way,
random dates.
What a coincidence that is.
No, what the thing.
But what I'm saying, there's still going to be states that are going to limit seating in these stadiums, and then so that's going to be set by. I mean, even you saw what happened with the 49ers. A county decided that they couldn't have contact sport, so guess what? That shut it down. Just a county. So owners of baseball, no, stop.
Every owner, corporations, business owners quit. You cannot force your employees to do anything that they choose not to do. Period. End of story. We all have constitutional rights.
I just think in the end here, like
tired of it.
baseball just doesn't. They're not getting it. They're not understanding. Like now, the NFL, they're fine with what they're doing. They're not going into a bubble. They flat out said they're like, hey, when we go to playoffs, we're going to change our COVID laws, kind of like rules, protocols, but kind of like what we talked about, T. Ray, when it came to the Big Ten. Let's do it a week by week thing. Why doesn't the Big Ten just do week by week and have this big thing? NFL's like, hey, we feel confident in what we're doing. We feel like it's been a good thing. We're not going to change things moving forward. We're going to make some changes to like if someone has it on their roster or whatever. The Major League Baseball just can't get it straight. I just don't know why.
But you're assuming that the commissioners of these entities, these major league entities, are actually in charge of these entities when they are not.
No, because they're employed by the owners. Like
it's not even the owners. The owners are owned by other people as well. There's influence coming from
the commissioners are seriously employed by the owners. Like
absolutely,
yes.
But the owners are also influenced by everything else too. It's such a monopoly, and it's such a it's a spider web, and you got to follow the money. So everything that you hear is not coming from them. It's not their choice necessarily. You have to really follow the money, and it's the rabbit hole. Go down it. It's a good time.
My point is just that Major League Baseball can't sit there and complain and say, why are we not as popular as we used to be? Why are we not America's pastime anymore? And then they do things like this.
They sell out.
Well, the NBA is sold out, but it's still
the NBA is owned by communist China.
But
so
worldwide,
there
NBA
you
is
go.
more popular. It's like the second most popular sport in the world behind soccer.
They're selling out as well. They haven't learned. They haven't learned by watching the NBA. They haven't paid attention.
I'm just saying, you can't sit there over and over again and say, we're not America's pastime anymore. Oh, this is terrible. Why are we not? Why are people? Oh, we're going to change the rules because it's boring to people. And then you do things like this. Mm-hmm. Where you just can't get on board with the Major League Baseball Players Association constantly. Like, seriously, in 2020, we've talked more about Major League Baseball and the Players Association butting heads than we've talked about who won the World Series. And that's not us. Yeah. That is across the board.
I already forgot.
Exactly. So, but you know more about the 60 games. You know more about everything else. You know more about when they fight about
Dodgers won it?
Yes.
Who won that?
Game 6 against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays
I didn't even watch.
Yeah. See, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Nope, didn't watch.
I know where I was at. But the problem is that, like, we know more about them fighting. I was at a tavern. I was doing trivia for Bar Wars Trivia.
I thought it was going to be a better story than that.
I mean, it's a good story. I mean, I was there. At least I remember it,
Yeah.
And I got upset. Blake Snell got pulled. I'm like, I know. Dave Roberts finally actually did something right for a change. So, but the problem is if it's America's pastime, it's something that we all know. It's baseball. We all love. We even mentioned it. Hot dogs and a beer and a dog. That's when one of your favorite movies, Field of Dreams, Bomber, that you bring up.
Yep.
What do you want? I want people to stop looking for answers. I want people to this. No, what do you want? I want a beer and a dog.
That's right.
That's exactly what you want. Major League Baseball can't sit there the entire time and go, well, how come we're not popular? Because of dumb stuff like this.
Because things have become all about politics, money, and everything else rather than what the people want. Period. It's that simple.
And we've contracted minor league baseball teams. We saw this coming, and now they flirt with universal DH, which we think there should be I think the three of us. I don't want to speak for all you guys out of line, but I think there should be universal DH. And now they turn around and they go, "Oh, we did it for 2020. Guess what? Universal DH isn't going to happen. It's just going to be in the American League only." Like,
because doing it for 2020 is
it's so
relevant.
So we're not having universal DH now?
No, they came back and said, "Nope, we're not going to have universal DH.
Yep.
Not in 2021." Just let everyone know. So if anyone, Kyle Schwarber, who's a free agent out there, would be like, National League teams don't sign him. But guess what, T-Roy? What times are we again, Bomber?
They're unprecedented.
Yeah. So he could go get signed only by half of the division because he can be a DH. And then they could turn around and out of nowhere and go, oh, yeah, by the way, we're going to put universal DH again because we're only playing 140 games instead of 162. The whole thing is frustrating, and every time when there's been so many conversations that we've had where I'm like, I don't want to talk about COVID, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, but then sports gets related, the COVID related in this situation, and now the owners are flat out lying to the Players Association.
Baseball's just the worst. They get stuck on too many old school things that suck, and I'm sorry.
It is. You were 100% correct.
The pitcher batting sucks.
Yes.
As a kid, I used to think, no, this is it. You have to do it, blah, 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 blah. No. You need to jolt this thing in the arm. You need to have that extra bat in the lineup. You don't need a guaranteed out. I don't need to watch the fundamentals of bunting by a Major League Baseball team.
They don't bunt anymore, bud.
I know.
They can't bunt. Hazel can bunt better than a Major League Baseball player can these days. Seriously.
Might be true.
They can't bunt.
Well, if they could bunt, the shift wouldn't be on all the time. I can tell you that.
Exactly. I love baseball, and I want it to always be one of my favorites, but they just can't stop being ahead of themselves.
Mandatory DH and outlaw the shift.
I hate the shift.
I hate the shift too.
I think
BS.
It bothers me that a professional hitter cannot hit away from the pitch on the shift. It drives me crazy.
Well, even that, why should he have to? Professional hitter should be able to hit and swing at the ball the way he wants to.
Which is fair because guess what? I do happen to coach an 11U softball team.
You can't shift there.
No, I can't bring in girls from the outfield and have them play in the infield. I'm not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
But in major leagues, you can do
It's hard enough
stuff.
to get a hit. Listen, think about this. You fail nearly 70% of the time at bat.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to take more and make it worse of a chance?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I'm getting. I'm like, no. They need to have it. The problem with baseball is they don't have a strong commissioner. They haven't had a strong commissioner since the 80s.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Erickson saying on the Heritage Pub Facebook comment thread that Javi bunts singles all the time. What are you talking about? No bunts. I actually want to find that stat because I know I don't see a lot of bunts. So
Well, Javi might be one of the only, but either way, what I'm getting at is I really don't want to see the pitcher laying down a bunt when we got batters on first and second with nobody out. And all of a sudden we got to give up an out. Hope he lays down a perfect one so that they don't get a double play. Doesn't pop it in the air. Great. Give me some fatso that can't run anymore but can still rake.
Babe Ruth.
it's not true.
Whatever.
Babe Ruth, that baby.
He did it in 2020 once, and then the next time after that is 2016. So he doesn't do it all the time.
What?
Javi bunt single, whatever.
Now
it
Javi's
is.
got some special.
Oh, 2018 he
He's
did as
not-
well. He doesn't do it all the time. It's not true.
He's an unprecedented player.
It's not, but it's just.
Well, he's bunting in unprecedented times.
Listen, if he was if Javi Baez was laying down bunt singles, it would be the third thing on ESPN Sports Center at night. People they'd lose their mind over it because you just don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
But but no, a pitcher can't bunt anymore. My whole point to this whole thing was like why Major League Baseball can't get out of their own way. Why they
Politics.
have to.
Period. End of story.
No, I agree.
That's all it is. Everything has come down to politics. Everything. Not one thing in this world is not politically related.
You mean the bunts are political now?
Everything is
Who
political.
supports the bunt?
It's not about...
Yeah, is that a red or a
Yeah,
blue?
is that red or left? Right or left?
You don't have to be right or left, but it's political. It comes down to who's telling them what to do,
That would
when,
be-
and
that
where
would
their
be
funding
more of
comes
a-
from.
The bunting thing would be more of a liberal thing. Like we're going to move everyone over to.
I want to know
increase
who's putting the money
No,
towards
that's
the
what
bunt.
they want you to
Increase
think.
their-
Liberals are not for the people.
Let's not. I'm just saying.
Don't get me started.
Let's have fun with this. Like,
I just
want to
know who's putting the money out to make the bunt happen.
We need to get Emily Van Buskirk on this. Make the bunt great again. She has the fullback.
I think so. Too.
Now we're gonna have her do that.
I'm going to
as
get
well.
you guys T-shirts that says "Make the bunt." Wait, make the bunt great again.
Make the butt.
No, the butt already is great and will forever be great. The
All right,
bunt.
we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
You got cut off.
Don't ask us.
I did not.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did.
get cut off.
You got cut off. Read your ad.
I don't have one.
I got it.
Okay.
Locals love us, Leah. I
No,
don't know if
they
you know
don't.
much about them, but they're the people out there that help you find what you're looking for when it comes to everything local.
You know who I use?
Locals love us.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. I just said it.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Anyway, you know how they figure it out?
What?
The people vote.
They do.
The people vote, and then Locals Love Us comes out with this beautiful guide. My buddy Chopper prints it all out with his own little fingers, and it has a table of contents that he's laid out so you can find what you're looking for. Or you go to their website, localsloveus.com. I don't think he did that one. I don't think he's a computer guy. He's more of a face of the place, kind of like me, Bird. But then you just click on Quad Cities and you browse your favorites. It's easy to use, and Old Chops makes it so that all the most popular places are ranked for you.
I love it.
All right, that's
Let's go.
Locals Love Us, everybody. Your guide to the back.
This is Randall, the QC hot dog guy. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Meet the Bakers.
Happy holidays!
This year, they're especially thankful for family time.
Oh, he's gotten so big!
And with pizza deals at Casey's all season long, they can spend less time in the kitchen and more time catching up.
It's so good to see you.
Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each.
Yum!
Casey's, here for family time, here for good.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Like, who was that? Greeny, who said the time to say about personal pride was weeks ago? I mean, I understand what he's saying. He's not wrong. It's fine, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Keyshawn saying they started Foles. There's no. I disagree. The issue is one thing with Chicago. They have no offensive line, period. That's the whole problem. No offensive line. They have a thin receiving core, it's true, but no offensive line. If I had to design a football team, and I have like 10 spots where I can put all my resources, right? Where am I going to put all my resources? Like, what 10 spots do I want covered out of a roster of 50, right? I want a stud quarterback, of course, everyone does. My next 5 spots will be stud offensive linemen.
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers. But maybe you're unaware of new tools that can help your business stand out. Go to GetLocalCustomersNow.com for a free market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too. There's no cost and no obligation. Be one of the first business owners to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising on this station. Get started today. Visit GetLocalCustomersNow.com. That's GetLocalCustomersNow.com.
If you're talking, they will hear you every single time.
Oh, we're getting killed.
Yeah, well, Kyle's not here.
How come?
Kicked off the team. Didn't Tim tell you? Kyle and some other kids got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Come on, it's a first offense, right?
That we know of. But why should that matter? He knew not to drink. I've made it clear to Matt that's what we expect from him. What have you said to Tim?
Nothing really. You know, a lot of kids try it at this age, so...
Yeah, well, a lot of kids don't try it too. I'm not saying that Matt's gonna be this perfect kid, but if I don't tell him what we expect and why he shouldn't drink, how's he gonna know?
You think kids that age really listen?
They never admit it, Bill, but they hear more than you think.
Talk. They hear you. For more information about talking with kids about underage drinking, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Tanae and Golick Jr.
You can still push forward playing. It's an impossible tightrope. Was it really worth it for you to have to go and mobilize? Is it worth it overall? And that's the hardest thing for me to reconcile when you have a season that looks like the odds of you making it to where you want to go are very slim. And now you're putting people in position where it's not their best luck either.
Shanae and Golick Jr. 3 to 6 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
To battle is to fight, to struggle, to overcome. And ultimately for the Marine Corps, it means to win. There is no alternative. It's not just a statement of intent. It's a promise to our nation. A promise kept for more than 2 centuries. A promise of the Marines.
Where do you shop for a die-hard sports fan? Sports Unleashed, of course. Sports Unleashed will be open until Christmas with the best selection of NFL, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise. You'll find team logos on everything from clocks to lamps, drinkware like coffee mugs and travel mugs, and accessories like beanies and gloves, as well as personalized sports pictures. Lots of great stocking stuffers. Visit Sports Unleashed at South Park Mall in Moline, but do it soon because Christmas will be here before you know it.
Every day, the men and women of the United States Marine Corps demonstrate their commitment to defend the American way of life. Since 1775, we have served our nation as a force in readiness.
Get some rear security.
From combat operations to humanitarian assistance in every corner of the world. No matter where the mission takes us today, or wherever our country needs us tomorrow, we always remember the land we call home. As Marines, we take a stand for each other, for our nation, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
The holidays are right around the corner. Don't stress out finding that perfect gift for that hard-to-buy someone on your list. Shop Premier Metal Art. They do custom engraving on items like tumblers, promotional items, and other custom gifts. They even do holiday decor and family namesakes.
These multi-layered, full-color, powder-coated metal art items are a must-have this holiday season. Customize your man cave or purchase a gift for a sports fan, a first responder, or even a veteran. Order now online at qcpremier.com or on Facebook. Finish your holiday shopping today.
Happy holidays from your sports leader, ESPN 1170.
Yeah, we are back in the Hassel Castle, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish, and you're listening to Make Leah Laugh on. It's Don't Hassle.
I'm glad we didn't have it live during the break there.
This is again. A lot of times I sit and think about things and what we're going to talk about. What are we going to do today? Never know type of things. And Bomber, I will always champion your quarterback, and I'll say Patrick Mahomes is a special individual.
Yes, he is.
But I thought about this.
Mm-hmm. If you talk,
no,
do I need to go sit
You're
outside?
down by.
Yeah, go sit outside.
No, you're down by 5. You're down by 5, T-Roy.
Yeah.
Bomber. Outside of Patrick Mahomes. You're down by 5. Who do you trust right now in the NFL to bring your team back? It doesn't have to be just a quarterback. Okay, there's Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Is there anybody else?
Patrick Mahomes, that's it.
I know. We just said Patrick Mahomes.
And I'm not going to stray from that.
Because it starts. I said, but I
I'm going to tell you, there's
already illustrated it when I said like it starts with Patrick Mahomes.
Well, then it's going to be Brady.
Well, it's Aaron Rodgers.
I believe it's Aaron Rodgers. After Patrick Mahomes, I believe it's Aaron
Then
Rodgers.
I think it's Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Then I think it's Brady.
I disagree.
What do you mean? You just said Brady. You put him above. Wilson.
He's going to be second to Mahomes.
Yeah. Is there okay, let's do it a little bit further then. Is there any of the 3 years or less quarterbacks that you would be like, this is who I want? I mean, obviously Herbert's been real close in one-score games.
Allen's a possibility. We really haven't seen the
4 years, but yeah.
Kyler Murray obviously has done it, the Hail Murray.
But after that, it got really...
Yeah. Dak.
Ooh, that's
Dak's got more than 3 years. He's under his 5-year contract.
Okay. Oh, they used to the young guys. So
I'm saying 3 years or less. Because Allen's in
Kyler. You haven't seen enough out of Joe yet, but I wouldn't mind putting it in his arms.
So I'm asking, and I'm going to.
Tua. I think Tua shows the ability.
We don't see that
yet. We haven't
yet.
seen it yet, though.
Yeah.
Watson for sure.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson. Probably, yeah, because you never know what he's going to do with his feet. I mean, there's been down. Yeah. He's had actually a down year for an MVP, but he's shown things coming back.
What I think hurts Brady, which the other ones like Mahomes, Rodgers,
okay, so
Watson, and some of them is because they have the feet part where they can, when you don't rush enough, they can get out of the pocket and really do some damage and get to the edge and stop the clock. Whereas Tom's running like he's dragging a sled. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's do it this way.
He's depending on the route running and discipline by his receiving core for him to make the right passes and get. No, not to say that he's not great at it. He is, but just he lacks the dual threat.
So, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Chicago Bears decided to draft Mitch Trubisky over to Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. Well, I don't know if you guys knew that. It just
Leah didn't.
I mean,
I saw it. I'm on social media. I'm not.
Yeah,
I thought you got banned.
Yeah,
I can still see everything. I just cannot comment. They just don't want to hear my opinion.
I don't know if you guys know
which
this.
is fair.
So I just for the Bear fans out there, obviously,
put a muffle on you.
Obviously, there's
a
plenty
muzzle, just like everybody else in society.
Plenty of quarterback choices. Plenty of quarterback choices that the Bears could have chosen. I don't know if you guys know this. They rarely do they mention this on national sports media. But
why would they?
Outside of Mahomes at Kansas City or Dak in Dallas, what would you like to see? What would be your dream quarterback situation right now for your team?
Kelsey.
He's not a quarterback. He's not talking about you in your bed.
He's
Leah.
leading the.
Oh, I thought you said
not in your bed, Leah. Right, not in your bed.
What is wrong with you?
By the
Sorry,
way,
I just
how
heard, what do you
incredible is
want?
that? Hold on a second. How incredible is that a tight end is leading the league in receiving yards?
Isn't he a backup quarterback though?
He's
Yes,
their emergency.
Okay, I would love to see Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Anyway, not in your bed. If you didn't have Mahomes, you didn't have Dak, what would be the dream scenario that you would have as a quarterback of your team?
I don't need one. I already have it.
We come on, Bomber, but it's like, what would you like outside of it?
Well, if I'm going to pick anybody, I'm going to pick the guy that I can't stand just because he's got the gift.
Who?
Brady.
See, I'm taking.
That's fair.
That's it. I don't like the guy.
I'm probably
I
taking
can't stand
Justin
him.
Herbert based on what I've seen so far. Because of the youth, and then look at the tools he'd have to work with there. It's there in front of him. He just has a crappy head coach, which he kind of has right now. So who knows if it would work out. But I think he seems to be good. I would really love to see like Tua Tagovailoa on that team too. I mean, that would be fun to watch.
I think Brady with the Chiefs' offensive line would be
Tua.
I'm with Bomber here, but I think there would be too much comparison with Montana going to the Chiefs later on in his career. That's the only thing that would be the only black cloud over his head. But I think he'd be fine. Yours, T-Roy, I mean...
I'm going youth here.
I can just imagine you and the Cowboy Nation hanging out together at
See, that's the problem with America right now.
Circle
Is you go
jerking each
with
other,
youth.
being like, about how good the future is going to be.
Youth over wisdom. That's why 50-year-olds date 20-year-olds. What about the 30-something-year-olds?
Bomber, are you upset about things?
No.
Are you trying to get yourself...
I'm just trying to be funny. I'm teasing. I'm trying to tease.
You're good.
I was about ready to be honest, but I'm not gonna.
You go right ahead.
No, it's you always want. Listen, I don't think Brady would be. Listen, if Brady was in the Cowboys right now, yeah, would I be happy? Great.
A lot happier than you are.
Yeah, if he wasn't injured.
Okay.
But just looking at the future would be you want more than just a couple more years. That's all I'm thinking.
And I think the Cowboys
Joey
are
Burrow would be fun to watch too. I mean,
don't hurt my heart any more than.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's just, I'm upset about that he's out for the season. Like,
I know you are. You have a shirt and everything.
Yeah, I have a shirt and everything. Yeah.
You have a shirt.
All right. Yeah. Remember Andy from the '90s sent me a shirt with Joe
right.
Burrow smoking a cigar after he won the national championship.
Oh, I remember asking you about it. You're like, just don't even ask me about
it was a bad day.
I mean, of all the other quarterbacks out there, I think the only other one I would like would be Russell Wilson.
Okay. Now.
But since she can't have the guy, so I can't have my guy, she can't have her guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes first.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll fight you for him.
You already lost him. You can't have him. That's how it worked.
Nope.
That's how Jay's scenario worked.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean, listen. You're blessed as a Kansas City Chiefs fan to have someone that, again, going back to what I said during that Super Bowl, and I'm telling my own kids, like, rewinding it and being like, that 11-step drop does not happen.
Mm-hmm.
And he connected that pass. Like, watch it again. And they're just like, why are we watching this? I'm like, because you need to watch a miracle. The most
legend.
Yes. So, like, you need to watch it. So, now, you're down by 6. You're down by 5. In the history, who's your quarterback you're taking over at the 25? Your own 25. You're under the 2-minute warning. We only got a few minutes left.
It can't be our own.
Cannot be Patrick Mahomes. It can't be Dak or whatever else. It can't be.
It's in the history of the NFL.
In the history of the NFL, you're at your own 25, less than 2 minutes. 2-minute warning is over. Who is the best quarterback that you're taking at that time? Who do you want? Who do you want taking snaps?
Montana.
I think it's Montana too, but there's got to be others out there though.
I'm gonna take Elway.
Elway would be probably number 2 if people are doing this.
Elway.
I don't.
Peyton.
I don't like Elway. I really don't. He's right up there with.
No, he mocked the military. I'm not a fan either.
Well,
but
that's not it. Yeah, but he's right up there.
Well, that's it for me.
He's right up there. When I always tell you, T-Roy, when I meet fans like you, and I'm like, okay, you're this much older than me. Like, why? Like, I don't know. I just always came across Cowboy fans that were older than me for some reason. They loved Tony Dorsett, Danny White. Like, then when I was in 5th grade, there was a group 2 years younger than me that loved Elway and Denver Broncos. And I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. Like, But yes, Elway would be up there.
Staubach too.
Staubach, I think.
I saw a stat line on Staubach, and it was funny because Super 70 Sports threw it up. And at the time, he was 12 of 14, for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, when I was,
and he said this is the 70s or the now football equivalent of 1,000 for 1,000 for 500 touchdowns. And
so
nobody said Marino though.
When I thought of this question, which was earlier today when I was cleaning the bar, it really was just like you guys said: Montana, Elway, Staubach.
Marino. I want to add Marino to the list.
Well, the thing about Marino is I don't know how many come from behind wins he has under his resume. He's got a great amount of
Staubach's known for there was a Hail Mary against the Vikings.
But I mean, he's got so many 350 plus games, 400 games. He's also playing in a very, very deleted AFC East at the time. Was it the AFC East then, T-Roy? Or was
it was still the East. They still played the...
Yeah, it was East Central
a
and the
very
West.
bad Patriots team. Yeah. The Jets were really not very good at all. They had Gastineau, but they weren't really...
No.
They had nothing really good.
But I just don't know.
Patriots.
I mean,
and the Bills. Yeah, the Bills were in there too. Now, he did have to go against... later in his career against the Jim Kelly-led Bills.
Yeah, he had 7 years underneath him in the 90s, yeah.
But in the 80s, remember, Kelly didn't get to the Bills.
But he does have, I mean, he's the one that started the fake snap, spike the ball, and then throw the thing. So when you're down 2 minutes, so to your point, Bomber, that fake spike the ball,
throw a touchdown.
Yeah, throw a touchdown pass is got there in 2 minutes.
I feel like we're all picking the most recent though. Like we're not going back to like Terry Bradshaw and like Eli Manning.
He's not my guy. I don't know why. Like and like someone can say like Joe Namath it, but Joe Namath actually has like a losing record.
But the game was different back then too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's not comparable.
And you did bring up Peyton Manning. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like I was a Peyton Manning fan when he started as a freshman at Tennessee. But I don't know if I want him starting at my 25 with less than 2 minutes left on the clock and no timeouts.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I don't want the Peyton that retired.
Yeah.
I want the Peyton from the 07 team that beat that Bears team.
10 years.
And again, that's the only thing, like I
mean, that Peyton was...
Because we looked at...
I mean, think about that. Think about how good that 07 Bears team was. That defense.
Yeah.
He shredded them. Absolutely shredded them. So I'll take that guy.
Okay, but I'm saying he shredded him for 60 minutes. I'm saying less than 2 minutes.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. That guy has the ability. That quarterback has the ability to shred any defense in the 2 minute drill.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You know what? I'm blessed because I don't have to choose anybody else.
And it really does start from him, Bomber. That's my whole
the best
entire
QB
conversation
in the NFL right now.
I mean, I can sit down and
third,
first,
third.
But when we think about things to talk about, and like this is a good one because it does start. It starts. Yeah, it starts with him.
So violent.
He's good. I just wish he'd cut his hair and do a little bit better things.
You want to tell him?
Tell him what? That's unprecedented times. Not to mess with Bomber. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the Bomber. Don't poke the Bomber. You're gonna get in trouble. I think actually. Can everyone do that now on Facebook? Because you can't reply back. Can anyone poke the Bomber?
Oh, yeah, Jay, you just opened it.
Can anyone poke the Bomber now?
Yes, they can.
Because you're in Facebook jail?
It's over between us. I'm breaking up with all of you. Yeah. So, I have people tagging me and stuff, and I'm like, I can't respond. So this is not fair. These are unprecedented times.
It is. So basically, what we're looking at is Patrick Mahomes is a lock to be the MVP.
Absolutely.
We have Aaron Rodgers.
Either him or Aaron Rodgers.
If we say this, that Aaron Rodgers would be the guy that you would take starting at your 25, less than 2 minutes left, he'd be number 2 MVP. And then who do we have for 3? Like, who did we? Like, do we have a 3 who's starting right now? Oh, Justin Herbert and Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's it. I mean, that is legit. That's our list, and that's what you should do when you're voting like your MVP. Not they have wins or they broke this record or whatever else. Like who is the most important person? I've said this we've been doing this show now for 4 years. I've said Aaron Rodgers is the MVP every year because without him, the Packers turn into a 5-11 team. So that's why it's so important. But again, Patrick Mahomes actually is gotten to that Aaron Rodgers level. because he just
and is exceeding it at this point right now.
Well, look what happened last year. The dumbest thing we did, we talk about gambling all the time. The dumbest thing we did last year was not betting on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl when he got hurt for those 3 weeks. When we could have got it at plus like 450, plus 670, something like that, because he got hurt for 3 weeks. The dumbest thing as gamblers is not to bet on them, because we were just like, oh, they're not that good.
But you know what I'm worried about is he's having a baby. And I swear to God, and don't call me superstitious, but this is the real life. Once that baby is born, his game is going to suffer.
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. Joe Mauer, when he had twins, his game went completely different for
even
baseball
if they
wise.
have nannies, even if his fiance, is taking care of everything, he's gonna feel the pressure. Life is gonna change.
You need to be in the front office for the Chiefs. I'm telling you right now, and figure out if you can trade for everything and get a new quarterback, because you are dead on.
It's gonna happen, and I want the Chiefs to prepare for this, because his game is going to start to suffer as soon as those babies are born, and I guarantee it. I will put money on it.
I agree with you 100%.
Is he gonna have a C-section?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he has, because he's going to either get the heat from his fiance, or it's going to weigh on his mind. Your life changes when you become a parent, and everything else outside of that suffers, and it weighs on you, and that takes precedence. So we're going to see. It's going to change. It's going to change. Mark my words. I'm saying it right now, right here on air. You can record it. You can look back on it.
I'm 100% with you.
I think you're a star next to it.
Absolutely.
I think you're
2
100%
stars.
correct.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm worried about it.
When the Twins came out oddly enough, the Minnesota Twins, but the Twins for Joe Mauer, I was like, he's in some serious trouble for his career. And I don't care what anyone says, Joe Mauer should be in the Hall of Fame. But it made a turn. And it changes your life.
Especially being as young as he is, and being his personality and just the character that he has, it's going to affect him. It's going to weigh on him. It's going to be different. Things are going to change for a little bit. He might get back into his groove, but for a while, there's going to be some hiccups there, and I promise you that.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today on ESPN Don't House Us. We're local. Thank you for listening to us on ESPN1170am.com. Also on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread and YouTube as well. You can also download the app and listen to it there. We're going to call it a day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves, Quad City. Stay safe and sanitize. We will talk to you real soon.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Like, who was that? Greeny, who said the time to say about personal pride was weeks ago? I mean, I understand what he's saying. He's not wrong. It's fine, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Keyshawn saying they started Foles and it's no. I disagree. The issue is one thing with Chicago. They have no offensive line, period. That's the whole problem. No offensive line. They have a thin receiving core, it's true, but no offensive line. If I had to design a football team, and I have like 10 spots where I can put all my resources, right?